Hi everyone, I'm your resident safety inspector, and today I've been tasked with reviewing this newly built Fatui base by the Tsaritsa herself. I'm sure they're expecting me, so I should get a warm welcome. Oh. Excuse me, sir? Sir? I'm allowed to be here. I have a permit and everything. Look. Let's get right into the inspection, shall we? Although I'm already starting to see some flaws with your defenses. It's great having a giant gate and everything that uses Kuvaki, but that doesn't make a lot of difference when people can just climb over your walls. But it looks like you're keeping the place really clean. You've got a load of Roombas around, nice wide open spaces, nothing blocking my path. Very clean. I am impressed with that. What's down here though, I wonder? Okay, yeah, you definitely need a sign here so people know it's unsafe to go down here. Though you do have these yellow lines, so that is a plus. This metal plank though, this is not acceptable. If you're gonna make a bridge, you gotta do it properly. Right, let me just use my permit to get through this gate. There we go. Oh, that is a lot of battle bots. And this is the perfect opportunity for me to see if they're following robot protocol. Okay. Looks like they're making sure to shut them down properly. However, I am concerned about the lack of staff and guards in this area, which is right next to the entrance. Looks like people are taking breaks and drinking on the job and leaving trash all over the place. We do have help. Hi guys! What's going on over here? Why are we being so suspicious? The Fatui really have that new and improved drip, but let's be honest, if the Fatui had better outfits, maybe they'd pass at least one inspection, or even a styling challenge. We're sponsored by Infinity Nikki, who has just dropped its new version 1.10 update with so much stuff that even Fatui drip can't compete. This update is called Golden Season, set in harvest time, and adds a ton of improved quests, activities, and gameplay. The new 5-star has super cool and elegant green witch vibes, and she even floats on a flower bud broom. This is honestly a stunning outfit. And in the new main quest, Nikki goes full Hazo detective mode. There's debates, inspections, and even a new sovereign challenge, as both Nikki and Julie team up to find the culprit. The area for the event looks so atmospheric too. The open world gameplay is fun too. We've got the press off showdown, which is a rhythm based game, the golden PC train where Nikki gets launched into the air. And if you've ever dreamed of being a train conductor, you can actually operate the choo-choo train, which will stay permanent after the event. In Infinity Nikki, you can even dye different parts of your outfit, share and import color schemes with other players. Not only this, but there's even a housing system now. Full 360-degree editing and scaling if you want to go crazy. Plus, new furniture is being given out for free for a limited time. Infinity Nikki is a bright and fantastical game filled with many cozy activities to take part in, so if this speaks to you as it does to me, check out the new update in the link below. Now, as you can see, the Fatui Design Bureau uses the same sort of Kuvaki technology that Nasha Town does, conveyor belts to move all the cargo along. Let's head over this way next before we keep going inward. And see, this is where it all starts to fall apart. We've got the beginnings of safety railings, but they seem to have decided to not keep it going the entire way around. Just look at how many gaps there are. Oh, Archon. It gets worse. Wires all over the floor, water everywhere, and look at this. That is a long drop. If only we had some safety rails here, then we wouldn't need to worry about that. How do you even access this place? They don't even need any lifts to get down here by the looks of it. There's like these giant walkways too, but there's no way to access these either. This entire thing would fall down. Like, is this not extremely just dangerous to rely on this sort of thing to hold up a giant, massive death ball? I am a specially appointed researcher under Marionette. Okay, technically the Tsaritsa, but you know, that's fine. I don't think they believed me. We've got another wall that just isn't walling. And a lift that is also very unsafe. We end up on top and just look at this. A complete disregard for safety rails. At the very least though, they do have outer perimeter patrols, so I'll give them that. Okay, we're at the dock now. Ooh, chest! Now, I would also like to raise some concerns about what exactly is inside these canisters and other crates, whether this is some kind of dangerous substance. I'll have to ask around, but I am impressed with the staff performance so far here. All of them seem to be working and doing their job just great. Though again, we could do with some more patrols, especially in a crucial area such as the dock where cargo is coming in and out of. This guy saw me and just gave up once I got far enough away. That is going on a performance review. Now, I did ask someone not affiliated with the Fatui who was dropping off cargo if he knew what was inside those canisters, but it seems we're not gonna know. Now that is a worrying sign. So staff that work here also have to worry about being crushed to death, or is that being picked up by the Kuvaki? Either way, that is not good. Once again, why do I even bother with this job? No one seems to want to follow basic safety protocol. Where are the railings? What's going on here then? Drinking on the job again, I see. How did you guys do that? I'm actually so impressed. I'm not even gonna write you up to your superiors for that. However, a big concern I do now have is this Kuvaki stuff. It seems workplace safety is not priority here when people are being exposed to such powerful moon radiation magic with no proper safety equipment or preparation whatsoever. Look at this poor guy. Okay, we've got some hardworking Fatui over here, though they haven't noticed me, the person not in uniform. And see, we're starting to run into this problem of you cannot just be putting signs anywhere you please. That's not how it works, guys. If you just put them anywhere, they lose their meaning. That's not how it works. Following incident T something, operation of the Kuvaki barrier activation terminal now requires the presence of no fewer than 2 certified safety officers. I'm a safety officer. Non-standard operations have already led to the permanent loss of at least land cruisers and soldiers. People have died from this? Gross negligence? Oh no. I think I'm gonna have to tell the streets that this place needs to be shut down. Right, let's go up this lift that has no railings either. Very safe. Okay, hello everyone. I've just snuck into a conversation between 2 Fatui who are not doing their jobs. Oh, okay, one is. The other one I am definitely reporting to their superiors though. And they've just left cargo just sitting there? The workplace dangers just keep piling up. So there's also a chance of being struck by lightning in certain places too. See, why am I able to do this? I should not be able to just use their controls like this. I've been able to wander in, no one has questioned me being here, and they just leave their controls open for anyone to use. Hello everyone, today we are venting. Very apt considering recent events. It's good to see that we've got some arrow signs, so we know where the cargo is going, I suppose? Seems we've got some inner staff problems going on too. Abuses of power, moles apparently. This Raskolnikov guy does not seem like good news. It also seems like a very hostile work environment, everyone being pitted against one another. Oh boy, okay. I'm glad we started out with safety railings, but the thing is it needs to continue the whole way along. If you're putting patrols here, they need to be somewhat safe. And I'm glad to know they're doing their job and have sounded the alarm, but I get to a certain point and they just give up. And in the vents we have a slime infestation too. Hello? Guys? I'm over here. Ooh. Those ducts aren't safe either. Oh, so everyone is aware of how unsafe the vents are as well and haven't done a thing about it. Okay. More slimes? Oh, yep, that's a leaky roof. And a lot of hazards on the floor. And I just have full access to their Roombas as well. Which also brings me on to a point from the Archon Quest 2 of how easy it is for people to gain access to pass cards, just as Yehoda did. It seems they've let a thief escape. This isn't gonna look good on our monthly reports, not if I have anything to say about it. Yeah, I'm here on a Harbinger's orders. Well, actually, the Tsaritsa herself hired me, but details. They don't even believe me. Look, I have my card right here. No? Oh, this is not acceptable. Guys, I'm sorry, but I've got to report you. I'm an inspector here and you're attacking me. These 2 Fatui are very unaware of their surroundings. How have I just managed to sneak right past them? I think we need to update the training resume too. Yeah, maybe, don't do that, guys. And what is this? Okay, I understand that certain Fatui members might have moon boots, but unless these are standard issue, this sort of complete lack of safety is just unacceptable. It just keeps getting worse. Oh my Archon. Someone has just left top secret important documents in the dormitory. This is a plan of the entire Fatui base, just lying around. Did we really just get our hands on some top secret info this easily? Yes, Paimon. Yes, we did. Careless of them indeed. However, the dormitory is very clean, so I will add points for that. And they don't even realize when someone is hiding under the bed right next to them. Don't attack me, please. I'm allowed to be here. I have a pass and everything. What is going on with these cables? These cables don't lead anywhere. What? Okay, there's one door. I feel like important documents here should also be kept in a more secure place, but that's just me. I just have no words. Are all the Fatui just this unaware? Hello! Organization members who fail to execute orders to the letter should be terminated immediately. Oh, I like this guy. He knows how to get the job done. Though yes, they definitely are not good at allocating manpower. Oh, well that's not good. Someone should get that fixed. Yeah, this glass is now also a safety hazard. Ah, this must be one of the areas prone to lightning strikes. Well, I just hope when they station people here that they're wearing the proper safety equipment. And unfortunately, I can't actually find any warning signs, so sign allocation in this entire base is not up to code. It seems we also have an officer of importance just handing over crucial documents too, so that is wonderful. Impregnable stronghold. I am to guard the design bureau and ensure its efficient operation. Yeah, you're not doing a very good job of that, buddy. Okay, we have a slight problem. There is no way you can be expecting staff to climb across this every day at work unless they're wearing protective equipment. There's also a giant hole at the top of the base that needs fixing ASAP. We also need to inspect the outer perimeters of the base. These are just as important. However, it is not off to a great start. We're starting over at the research base and it looks almost abandoned. A place full of heavy secrets and not guarded at all, really. I mean, just look at how easily I was able to get in. The staff have to figure their way out through all this too. Another worker rights violation. It seems they really don't mind exposing their workers to a huge amount of kuvaki. We have one robot guarding the place. I guess that's better than nothing. Giant locked door. Well, that is also pretty secure. Never mind. Of course there's just an open vent we can go through. This place seems pretty pregnable, if you ask me. Increase surveillance around the perimeter and non-core areas. This place seems to have not gotten the memo. Playing with dangerous primordial energy to the detriment of all of their staff. Unsurprising, but still disappointing. On the east side of the harbour, we have a notice explaining that all other ports are shut, but the south one. Further along, it becomes very apparent that most of the enemies around here are robots. And then as we get further up, we finally see why. There is wild hunt all over this area. And trapped animals. Just more violations to add to the list. They left the key right by the door. The Fatui here aren't the brightest. You've got to be kidding me. We're not off to a great start, as you can see. I can just walk right in. It's okay, guys. Guys, I'm doing an inspection. You don't need to attack me. Oh. Again, what is the point of a wall? Oh my god, it followed me all the way up here. Yeah, there's a lot of construction. Did you guys see that? The Fatui clearly have no regard for their staff's well-being, and nowhere is this more apparent than in the short world quest we can find in Nothing Passage, where basically an expedition was set out and these two scientists were competing against one another in order to harness the moon juice, with little regard for their staff's safety, and everyone kinda went crazy and died, and now there's a black hole too. That's not good. Needless to say, after this inspection of the Fatui base, I'm going to request that it is fully shut down until all of these issues are fixed. These are unprecedented levels of safety violations, rights violations, the list goes on forever.